Hi Aries, this is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette if you've never viewed me before. Aries, this is going to be your weekly reading for the week of April the 1st through the 7th. This is a general reading, just to take the pieces that resonate and leave the rest. This is good for placement, sun, moon, and rising as well. Aries, when I was meditating on your cards, I was getting a few different things. Um, One of the things I was getting is that I feel like some of you could be ending something, you know, this could be something that it could kind of rattle you a little bit, could kind of throw you off, could have something to do with your stability. Maybe somebody you started dating, could have been a job that you just started, or maybe a job that you've have been at for a little bit. Um, but I feel like as soon as you lose this, then you're gonna jump right back into something. You could be taking, um, this could come back in very quickly. Um, and it could come out of nowhere. That's only for some of you. I feel like this would already have happened in the end of March. I feel like um, some of you could be feeling like you need to get away for a while. I was seeing like the forest or the woods or like a desert environment. If you're going to be like traveling, I feel like you could be taking a detour in something like either like a literal detour, like a metaphoric detour, and I feel like that's what this would detour would be, that kind of rattles you if this is kind of like a metaphoric detour, like you weren't expecting this kind of to be like rattled around, like if this is in love or family or your job, something kind of happened out of nowhere. We are going into that Mercury retrograde, and I feel like we're, kind of already feeling the effects of it before this reading even comes out. Um, I feel like you're feeling like you need to clear your head for a bit as well. Um, I feel like some of you could be kind of going through this process of you're getting like headaches a lot. Um, you could be going through like a lot of like the alcohol at night, coffee during the day. Um, you're not like really going through like an abusive cycle, I don't feel like. I just feel like you're just kind of just doing a lot of you're just busy, and I feel like you're kind of you're busy, so you're drinking a lot of coffee, you're up early, you're kind of maybe out late with people. You could be maybe doing a little bit of self-medicating, um, maybe to get through some rough patches, or you're just out at night, with people, and you're just, doing some casual social drinking. You could be at your home and maybe just kind of drinking to kind of soothe your soul or just kind of let loose. And so you're doing a lot of that. I feel like you could be doing getting a little bit dehydrated. And I feel like you're just trying to get back on track with your health. I feel like some of you are doing some quiet praying as well. I feel like you're just kind of doing either meditating or praying. I feel like this could be for your health as well. There's all kinds of stuff popping out here. The other thing is that I feel like you could be having to stand up for yourself in a situation. Um, I feel like you could be having some people, whether this is at your home, you could be getting accused of something. This could be at the work situation or in a love situation. I feel like that could be why you need to clear your head. I feel like this is only motivating you further. I feel like this is motivating you further because it's almost like it's feeding your passionate drive. You have the Fool on the bottom. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Death card, the King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. You have the Seven of Cups on the bottom. There you go. You have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Eight of Swords. And we'll do some further clarifications for you, Aries, as well. The other thing I was getting is that like selling your story was another thing. I kept hearing like selling your story. All right, so let's get into this, Aries. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. I feel like you could be going through some, this is a different you Mercury retrograde, it brings in a lot of different things. Sometimes it digs up things from the past that we need to lay down to rest. A few of the signs have been getting different things like this. Like, people are bringing, some people could be coming back from the past. I feel like maybe if this is something like that, you could be having maybe somebody's pulling something out that happened a long time ago, and they could be bringing this up like, well, Aries did this a long time ago, and we found evidence of this or something like this. I feel like maybe it could be possibly something like that, where you could just be kind of weighing down these burdens that have kind of plagued you for a while. um, you know, I'm sort of getting a sense of that with that retrograde. The other thing is that I feel like you're just really determined to get to this Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like the only way you realize that you're going to get to this Ten of Pentacles is if you lay down these burdens. And I feel like these burdens you're realizing are people in your life. This could be the place that you work. This could be even family members. And you're realizing that the only way you're going to get to that is through a lot of things. This could even be the area you live in. And I feel like you're just determined to get there, but I feel like it's motivating you. I feel like you're motivated by this change, whether it's, good or bad. It's really kind of giving you a little bit of a passion, this drive. The next thing you have is you have the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. The Emperor is, your power card, Aries. The thing about the Emperor is that, he is wise. He has gone through a lot of he's gone through a long history. That's why he has that long beard. The other thing is that he has all this long cloak on. You can't see any of his armor, but he actually is wearing armor, but you can't see it. And it's there because in case if he ever needs to show his armor, he can take off those cloaks and be ready for battle at any time. And I feel like that's what you could be doing in a situation, especially at work, or business or something like that with the Eight of Pentacles. You could be having to display that armor in a situation and show that you are wise and very powerful than people realize. You could be also going after a management position or a boss or like a leadership type position as well. Um, I feel like that could be happening for you. The other thing I feel like is that you are displaying, um, almost just you're displaying your power, or that you're wiser than people think, or like that you're not to be messed with in a situation. We'll do some further clarifications. This could also be a project that you're doing, something that you've never done before, and you feel like you might not have ever done. You might have never done this before, and you're actually quite good at it. I felt like in your monthly readings that you actually have a hidden talent and you haven't discovered it yet. Next, you have the Seven of Swords. You have the Death card and the Seven of Swords. I feel like you're putting any rumors or anything like that to rest. I do feel like somebody could be, coming back from the past or stirring up trouble or something like that. And I feel like you are putting those to rest if something like that is happening for you. You have this card of these, people here, and they're, talking, they're chatting. I feel like that you are putting anything like that to rest. On the other hand, with the Death card and the Seven of Swords, I feel like if there was anything in the past, or like maybe anything in the past, or if you're going through a transformation, I should say, you're going through a transformation where you could be, um, you're, where you're going through a transformation and people are taking notice of it, and it maybe they're a little bit, I want to say they're talking about it, and you are starting to they're talking about your transformation. I want to say, they're kind of in this, the Seven of Swords is the lying, cheating, stealing, and maybe they are almost I want to say they almost are talking about it, and they almost want to steal your I guess your thunder. They're seeing this transformation that you're going through, and they could be a little bit jealous of it. So it's almost like they want to steal your thunder. Maybe you're doing really well in business, or you're doing really well in love, or just life in general, whatever this is, and people are talking about it, and maybe they're acting really nice to your face or something like that. And, when you come up to a group of people, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, nothing, that type of energy. It could be something like that. But either way, the sun's coming up for you and your transformation, and they're still kind of down, you know, they're still down in the gully. Next, you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You could be attracting a Queen of Pentacles type person. It doesn't matter if these are male or female, and the roles are reversed in any way. The King of Wands, that's fiery energy. Um, it definitely could, I feel like that's you taking a leadership role as well. You have a lot of cards here of power, strength, courage, bravery. I feel like that's definitely you, Aries. Taking on a leadership role and taking on like a almost feeling like you have to step in now. I feel like it's almost like you're feeling like you have to step in. I feel like there's something going on that week where you're seeing something that's just not quite right. Um and I'm feeling like that's what could be happening. You feel like you have to step in. With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like on the other hand that you could be um almost swooning a earth sign person. This could be a Capricorn, or they could have earth in their chart. Or if that's not, you're not looking for love or anything like that, I feel like you're just being more resourceful with your money. I feel like you're being a leader with money in your job. You could be a good business leader, and you're just being resourceful. You're being really good boss. You're being a good boss if you are the boss of your department or company, whatever it is. And people, I feel like, really like you. I think they think you're a good boss. I feel like you're friendly, you're fair, but you also mean business as well. Next you have the Tower and the Hermit. We'll do some clarifications for this Tower as well. The Tower does represent that shakeup. This could be something that you weren't expecting. I feel like the this could have happened in March. And the Hermit, I feel like this is you kind of going over something. Like I said, I feel like some of you could be getting away to clear your head. The Hermit does represent travel. And I feel like the Hermit, you could be getting away, clearing your head. I feel like you could be going over some things. He has that lantern and he's looking down. I feel like you're using your wisdom and your knowledge that you have gained over some things, and now you're shining that light, almost like the light in your head, you know. You're using that light bulb information to gain some clarity on some things, to get the answers you need to go forth and figure out how to rebuild this tower, to kind of fix some things. Lastly, you have the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I feel like this could be the petty energy that you're dealing with. The Five of Swords is, about somebody who wants to win at all cost. Um, is the person in the energy of just the one who just has to kind of uh, they want to win at all costs. The Five of Swords can also represent brain fog. And I feel like that could be, if you're not dealing with anyone like this, could be the brain fog inside your head. It's the Five of Swords inside your head with that Eight of Swords. So I feel like this is almost where you want to be a leader, you want to press on, you want to pretty much take control of your life, and you have that Fool card on the end, on the bottom of the deck, and you have that Seven of Cups on the clarification deck. And I feel like it's almost like you want to take a leap of faith in something, and you're trying to be choosy about it, but I feel like in a way it's almost like you're like, well, I can't, I don't know what to do, and you could be having that almost like that feeling with that brain fog where you're just like, I'm not sure. You could have had a negative influence in your life with that Five of Swords, where they could have kind of put you in a almost like a they talk down to you in a negative way. This could have been a former boss, a former loved one, a parent, whatever it could be. Take it how it resonates, where they kind of put you in that Eight of Swords headspace, and now you're kind of stuck in it, and you've been stuck in it for a long time. Let's do some further clarifications, Aries, and see what we have going on for you. What's the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands for Aries? Yeah, the Nine of Cups on the bottom, and you have the Ten of Cups. You have three tens here. So something's definitely ending for you, Aries. You know, you have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So something is completely ending. You want to get your Ten of Pentacles. You want to get your Ten of Cups, and you have the Ten of Wands. I feel like the only way you can do that is if you are, pretty much wrapping up a situation, leaving a situation, take it how it resonates. I would never tell or give advice, if you are going to be leaving something, you would know that beforehand. The Nine of Cups on the bottom, that's an energy that you have felt before. The Nine of Cups is something, a feeling that you have felt. It's a contentment feeling. It's a feeling of complete safety. It's a feeling of feeling safe. Your heart is full. It's pretty much like the feeling of, being safe, warm in your bed at night. That, safe home feeling, but in different areas of your life. It is also a wish fulfillment as well. Um, so I feel like by you dropping those burdens, as soon as you drop them, you're going to know that you're doing the right thing. Have you ever like quit a job, or have you ever like I don't know, like walked out on something, or I don't know, broke up with somebody, or did something like I don't know, did something like you knew was gonna maybe like I don't know, like you were like, oh, I really don't want to do that, but as soon as you did it, you're like, oh, I'm actually really, really glad that I finally did that. Like you felt bad about it, but it kind of just you had to it just felt so much better when you did. It's kind of like maybe that energy. With the Queen of Cups, you're the Queen of Cups. You have the Empress on the bottom with that Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. So I feel like this is, you get this card a lot, Aries, and I feel like this could be you could be involved with a water sign. Or you have somebody nurturing in your life. You could be you could go to someone, um, possibly maybe you have a like a therapist or something like that. Maybe this is a mother figure for you, or maybe you have a like a good friend who is very nurturing to you. Maybe this is somebody that you go and just when you have a bad day or something like that, this is somebody who gives you really good advice. This could be a coworker with the Eight of Pentacles. Um, with the Empress on the bottom, this definitely could be a mother figure. But I feel like you get that card a lot. You do have someone who is caring in your life. If that's not resonating for you, I feel like you are becoming um more like more balanced in your emotions. I feel like you're valuing your emotions more. Like you're becoming more mindful of um others' emotions around you as well as your own, where possibly you could have been ignoring them in the past. With the Death card and the Seven of Swords, you have the World card and you have the Four of Wands on the bottom. With the World, I feel like this is pretty much you going, like I said, you're going through that transformation, and I feel like this is a big transformation, and it's all about achievement as well. If you look on that card, it's like a box and it has a lot of different things in it. It says different, like it says money, it says garden, home, family, auto. It's kind of like a file of all different things. And I feel like you're going through a big transformation where it's almost like you are have like a checklist of all your different accomplishments that you're doing. Like you're trying to get your money straight, you're trying to get your car straight, maybe you're trying to pay off some debt or something. But either way, like I feel like you are trying to get these different sections of your life in order. And you're trying to go through this transformation. And I feel like with the Four of Wands, that's something that is that can hit close to home, whether this is in your home life or at work. People do take notice of it. With the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you do have the Three of Swords on the bottom, but you have the Ten of Swords. So I feel like, this is the end of any, old pain that may have happened in the past. I feel like you could have been having some grief that you've carried around. And I feel like with the Ten of Swords, something may have, you're not carrying this pain anymore. I feel like you're also not alone in a lot of ways. I feel like maybe in the past you felt like you were the only one maybe going through some rough patches, and now you realize that it's almost like everybody's been through a rough patch, or people are, or everybody's going through something. And I feel like almost you're not focused on anybody else's journey. I am so sorry, Aries. I have no idea why that's going off. That's my alarm for when my kids come home from school. I'm sorry. Um, but I feel like that is almost like what you're focused on. You realize that you're not focused on other people's journey anymore. You're focused on your own journey, and you're not focused you know, where they're at. You're focused where you're at. And no, but it doesn't really matter anymore. What is the Tower and the Hermit? You have the Four of Wands again, and you have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands with the Tower, I feel like this is like this is like a burst of almost like creative energy. This is also like out with the old, in with the new. Um, on this tower, she almost feels like it's not like a devastating tower. She's almost just kind of stuck in that jello mold there. And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing, especially with the beginning, with the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, all those. And I feel like that's kind of what you're almost considering. You feel like you just need to maybe just get a little bit unstuck. I don't feel like anything is really crashing down with a tower at this point. I feel like things are okay. I feel like you just need to get a little bit unstuck for some of you, not all of you. Um and I feel like that's kind of what that tower is. A tower that you're maybe experiencing is just you just want maybe out with the old, in with the new. I feel like you could be needing a little bit of excitement, a little bit of a little bit of an extra jolt. I feel like this could be a promising opportunity for some of you too. And with that Hermit, that's why you could be traveling or looking into something else possibly for some of you. She wanted to come out here. This could be a potential move for some of you. The Four of Wands was on the bottom twice, and now it's coming out again. You have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom. With that Five of Swords and that Eight of Swords, you have the Four of Wands and the Temperance card. With that Five of Pentacles on the bottom, I feel like this potential Five of Swords energy and this Eight of Swords energy, if this is a person that you could be dealing with or some sort of energy, maybe they're being petty because this could be maybe it's somebody that you work with or an ex or a family member. Maybe that they're a little bit mad or bitter that you maybe like left them out in the cold, or maybe they're mad because they found out that you got a raise or something like that, and now they're just kind of maybe just trying to make your life a little bit difficult, um, and that's why they're they could be stuck in this Eight of Swords, or they're trying to just get you in this Eight of Swords. They're trying to just put these obstacles in your way. Um, but I feel like with the Four of Wands and Temperance, things are all going to work out for you. I feel like whether they're trying to um, make work seem a little bit difficult for you. I don't really think it's going to matter whether this is family, take it how it resonates, or love. I really don't think it's going to matter to you, Aries. I feel like you're just going to be your, you know, leadership, brave, courageous type self. You're just going to take all those emotions, whatever it gets thrown at you, and you're just going to, be a powerhouse and kind of push through it. I really don't think a little bit of petty energy is going to really knock you down at all. But I feel like you're going to just take all those, emotions, and you're going to just end up winding up and end up having a happy home life. Whether this is you moving to a new location or a new department, or you just end up kind of at the end of the day, you might have to deal with some um energy at work or wherever, and then you just kind of go home and drop it at the door. I feel like that's what you're doing. But I feel like the main focus of this reading is that you're still doing your transformation. You're still working on this transformation. With the Fool on the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're working on this transformation, and you have the World card, and you're still getting ready to go through this end cycle, and you are going to be starting over and going to some sort of leap of faith, or maybe not even like a leap of faith, but you are going to be starting over into something new, some sort of creative project, but you are going through a transformation, and it's something that is going to be different for all of you. But this does look good, like a good reading, Aries. I feel like you're dropping a lot of negative energy that comes your way. It'll just feel like you're kind of stepping up your game um, when it comes to that sort of thing. But it looks good for you, Aries. I like it. Thank you so much for viewing me today. I really appreciate it. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Until then, I hope to see you at the next reading, and enjoy your week. Thanks. Bye.